What's going on, Tackle Warehouse fans? Back for some more 2021 spring release videos. So right here in front of me, I got a bunch of exciting stuff from PH Custom Lures designed by Phil Hunt. So if you're not familiar with PH Custom Lures, Phil makes some phenomenal handmade baits, premium balsa crankbaits, and everything's handmade, super high quality, and just a legend in the lure designing industry. This first one, we got a few things he's filling out his lineup with. So this first one is the Little Gill prop bait. So this is going to be the smallest prop bait in Phil's lineup of prop baits that Topwater says he's got. So this is going to be great for coming up here post spawn when you're fishing around those balls of fry, around bluegill beds, and you want to have that subtle topwater presentation. The prop bait bite is going to get red hot coming up here soon. So if you're looking for something maybe a little bit smaller than all the other prop baits on the market with that nice bluegill profile, check out the Little Gill from PH. Next from Phil, so we got the new Killer P. So what Phil did here, this is kind of built on the same body shape and action and profile as the original Killer B. If you're familiar with the original Killer B balsa crankbait, people pay huge money to get their hands on those things that are the original ones. People pay hundreds of dollars on eBay and stuff like that. And now Phil has recreated that same body shape action that made that bait so successful over years and years. It's been discontinued for a long time, but Phil's bringing you an option, bringing back that style of bait and that action, and to add to his lineup of premium balsa baits as well. Just a phenomenal crankbait. It's going to get you down a little bit deeper than most of the other balsa cranks on the market. It's got custom airbrush paint jobs on it, sticky sharp hooks. Just a phenomenal crankbait by PH Customs. The next one is one that we kind of had a little bit of input from ourselves at Tackle Warehouse. So this is the PH Customs Front Runner. This is actually a Tackle Warehouse exclusive bait. So if you're not familiar with front runners, there used to be a lot on the market and they've all kind of went away over the years, and we really wanted to bring one back to have at Tackle Warehouse. So the PH Customs Front Runner, this is a small teaser bait that you actually put on your line in front of a walking bait. So you tie your main line onto the front of the bait, and then you tie a short leader, which is going to go to your main walking bait. And what that's going to do, it's going to look like your walking bait is chasing something out in front of it. So you're going to get a little bit of different action. When everyone's going down the bank with just a plain walking bait, this is a totally unique presentation, and this thing's going to zig and zag, right in front of your walking bait, and it's just a super cool way to fish. If you've never fished with a front runner, it helps give your walking bait a lot more action, and you can catch a lot more fish. And then you also have the option of catching multiple fish at once. So you have the front runner on there with a hook. You can upgrade that to a feather treble if you'd like, and then you got your bait on the back. So when they're schooling fish, this can be a deadly technique to be catching multiple fish at one time. So we're super stoked to have this as a Tackle Warehouse exclusive. Next up, we got a few jigs that Phil's coming out with to kind of fill out his jig lineup. He makes some awesome jigs as well, not just crankbaits. So we got a swim jig. It's got a flat bottom on it. What I like about this swim jig the most is it's got that vertical line tie. It's perfectly in line, and it's recessed. So that line tie is deep in there. It's going to hold your knot in place. It's not going to move around. And then there's going to be less obstructions, or less things out in front of your bait that's going to get snagged on grass and vegetation and stuff like that. It's going to slip through just right. It's got a nice weed guard on it. Just like all the other PH jigs, they all have hand-tied skirts, mustad hook on there, ready to go. If you're looking for a good quality swim jig, check out that one from Phil, PH Customs. And then the last one is the new Timber Tamer jig. So this is going to be a great flipping jig, and it's got this this kind of flattened bottom, or kind of the scooped bottom shape, but it also has the 60-degree recessed line tie. So it's able to slide up and over brush and logs and laydowns and through trees and stuff like that without hanging up. It's got this heavy-duty weed guard on there, protect that hook point, so you're not going to get snagged up very much. And just the way that head's designed, it's able to just get through tons of cover. Just like the swim jig, it does have a mustad hook on it. It's just a little bit heavier gauge for flipping. And then a bunch of awesome colors that Phil designed, and then hand-tied the skirts on there. So you're just getting a great flipping jig. If you're looking for something to just go through like brush and wood and a lot of hard types of cover, check out this new Timber Tamer there from Phil, PH Custom Lures. So if you want to check out all the stuff that we, more details on all the stuff we went over today, or you want to check out more of the 2021 spring releases, make sure to head over to tacklewarehouse.com.